Salutations everyone, this is Razor bringing you guys some attrition gameplay here on the Titanfall with the Evangelion Shotgun. 6-round, semi-automatic little guy here. Pretty good fire rate, pretty decent range. 6 rounds, so you'll find yourself, reloading quite often, which, isn't that big of a deal, especially with the mobility in this game. That's definitely, I would say, my favorite part of it. Most people would say, oh, the giant robots, blah blah blah, which really aren't that interesting, to be perfectly honest. It's basically, nothing different than being a soldier, except you're taller and you can squish people. Here I am taking out Titan by Sidewinder and the old arc grenades, because that is just what I do. Definitely prefer the Sidewinder over the missile launcher. But the mobility is definitely my favorite part of Titanfall, and you can definitely see that with the shotgun. With the enhanced mobility, the fact that you can, run pretty darn fast, especially when you use that stim pack, which I have equipped right here, and the ability to wall run and just get out of danger faster, as well as get to your enemy a lot quicker. It makes shotgunning much more viable. You'd be able to hop through windows and, climb on. Oh, don't mind me, I'm just low on health, reloading, kicking you guys, but you're a bunch of dumbass robots, so they do not seem to mind. The AI, like I've said time and time again, is absolutely horrendous in this game. I don't know why they decided to make, this game only 6v6. I mean, if you're lucky, sometimes it's, 5v6 or 5v5. Even on the beta where everyone's trying to play the game. Only a few connection issues. I'm sure those will be smoothed out, at least for the most part. I'm going to go ahead and snap your neck there, buddy. Hope you have a nice snap. And take the shotgun to the rest of your fun-loving fellas. And, like I said, it's got pretty decent range. I don't know if there's a difference between aiming down sights and hip firing with this gun. There doesn't seem to be with really any of the other weapons, especially the smart pistol. You don't need to aim down sight with that gun, even without the targeting acquisition. It goes straight, and for the most part, the shotgun seems to be the same as well. If there is a difference, it is quite minor. I'm just used to aiming down sights with most of my shotguns. Gonna kick that dude in the face because he was looking at me funny. And with the enhanced mobility, it definitely allows the shotgun to be a more viable playstyle than it would be in most cases in most first-person shooters, especially where like a shotgun isn't a power weapon like Halo, more like a other games where shotguns is usually not going to be your best bet unless it's close range, which is wishful thinking most of the time. But in Titanfall, with the mobility and the jetpack and the stim pack and stuff like that. Closing the gap between you and your enemy isn't as big, isn't as tall of an order as it is in other games. So that's definitely a plus. That's definitely a plus. I like the mobility. People would like to think that this would stop camping just because you can go so fast and you can do all these cool things. But it just changes camping. You'll see more people on rooftops than usual, like this dude right here. But as you can see, thanks to the wall running and the jetpacks and stuff, it's pretty quick and easy to get to those rooftops yourself and eliminate those campers. So, it takes a little bit of their stratagem out of the equation. When it comes to most first-person shooters, you take a look at Call of Duty or Battlefield, if someone's on a high rooftop, it could take a while to get to them, so usually you just wouldn't want to be in their vicinity to where they can kill you. Or you wouldn't want to challenge them because, A, it would take a while to get to them. And, that guy killed me, really pissed me off. I should have had him. Little camo motherfucker. But, yeah, most of the time you don't want to engage someone that's up high on a rooftop. But in Titanfall, you can get up there pretty quick, especially if you know how to handle your wall rides and your wall jumps like I did right there. Kick that dude in the ass because I am an ass kicker. That's just what I do. Shoot that thing with a shotgun just because I'm feeling lucky. And the mobility, like I said, really makes the shotguns a viable option. It's not the best weapon in the game, but you can never really say that with the shotgun in really any game. The assault rifle definitely seems to be the obvious choice. The submachine gun really doesn't offer much that the assault rifle can't do, so there's really no reason to use that. Smart pistol obviously would be a better choice in close quarters than an SMG. But the shotgun's pretty damn good. Up close, when it comes to a room, especially when you're playing like domination hardpoint, trying to capture a hardpoint, or a domination point, or whatever they actually call it, shotgun is definitely the way to go, especially in this building right here, this B building. The shotgun is going to win most of your fights, unless you got someone, you know, camping outside a window with a Titan or with an assault rifle looking at you, catching you off guard. Shotgun's gonna be pretty damn good up close and personal. Take out another Titan, because that's just what I do. And I'm not even using my Titan, because I just like I've mentioned many times before, I don't like using vehicles and having that dictate the way that the game works. And when I play a first-person shooter, I want to shoot in the first person. I know it sounds weird because everyone loves being in vehicles in Battlefield and World at War, and everyone loves being in Titans here in Titanfall, but I like running and gunning. And there probably will be a soldier only game and no Titan game, because of course somebody hacked the code on the beta. They got the list of all of the map names, which is supposedly like around 15, but that might be including DLC. And they also mentioned they had the abbreviations for all the game modes in the game, so apparently there's going to be something called TDM, and since there's already attrition, one can assume that TDM being team deathmatch would mean that there's only soldiers. I mean, maybe also grunts and specters and, you know, the useless AI as well, but no Titans, which would be great for people like me that don't like how these giant robots really dictate how the game works. You can't really win the game without the Titans. And you can't be the winning force behind your team for most instances, unless you're in the Titan wrecking shop destroying other Titans. That's really the best way to destroy a Titan, is with a Titan yourself, and that's just the way the game goes. And they, you know, dictate where you can be on the map, because you don't want to be within their line of fire or under their feet. So obviously you don't want to mess with the Titans when you are a soldier. And that dictates how the game works. That dictates where you can be, what hard points you can capture, and I don't like that. I honestly don't like that. But there's probably going to be a game mode that allows us to just be soldiers, and that would be nice. Yeah, it'd just be a minor upgrade for the most part. And deaths in the epilogue don't count, so that's why you see me with only 2 deaths at the end. That epilogue death doesn't count, because the game's already over. This is just kind of like a weird little bonus round mini game that really I don't much care for. I'm like, it's kind of fun the first time you get it, and you're like, oh, get to the chopper! And you make it, and that's all fun and good. Or when you blow up the escape vehicle, which I have been able to do a couple times, that's kind of satisfying. But overall, just kind of like, okay, let's get to the next game. This part really doesn't matter. We already won. There's just a couple of points at stake, really. Which is fine, you know, for upgrading and stuff, I guess, but I'd just much rather get to the action quicker. But that's just my personal opinion. I know a lot of people like this little mini game, and that's fine. It's definitely different. It's definitely has some fun aspects to it. Just most of the time, it isn't really that much fun. So there I am with the EVA Shotgun. 11 pilot kills, 38 grunt kills, 2 Titan kills, and 2 deaths. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.